Kurt bed like Judah, hot in the coupe and skirt. Am in the coupe like swerve. Damn, gotta have pop that perk. Good morning. Today is a wonderful day. Today.
Hey y'all, I'm Fola, and today I'm going to be telling you about the little thing called the Lewis and Clark Expedition. The Lewis and Clark Expedition started in 1804 and was commissioned by the one and only Thomas Jefferson. Basically, this is how it went down. T-Jeff was like, hey, I just got all this land from France, and we need people to explore. So, Meriwether Lewis said, okay, bet, and got William Clark to be his co-leader. Lewis studied maps, astronomy, medicine, botany, and zoology, and basically went galaxy brain to prepare. Then he visited Harper's Ferry for ammunition before sailing down the Ohio River in the 55-foot-long boat to get Clark. Before they went west, they got a bunch of supplies so that they wouldn't die. And they got a bunch of gifts for the Native Americans so that they wouldn't die. Then they recruited 45 unmarried strongmen to help the expedition, and they headed north. They oversaw their crew and ran with an iron fist to avoid discourse in the Lewis and Clark fandom. When the crew came across the Native American tribes, they traded goods and said in return for their land they would provide protection. So most of them were chill with this, except for the Teton Sioux, who were just not down for this, and then they tried to stop the expedition with fighting, which obviously didn't work. And for the winter, the crew stopped at Camp Mandan, and they met Sacagawea there.
Hey, I got muscles like Superman trainer. Hey, real rare like Super Saiyan Mega. I stomp on Lucifer's sage. Now I got a few rings on Jupiter skating. I meant to say.
Yeah, so their translator was married to Sacagawea, so that's that connection. And then when they got to Montana, things went into crazy mode. The terrain, treacherous. The snow, cold. The frost, bitten. Nevertheless, they made it through with no deaths. They met some nice natives, the Nez Perce tribe, and they were able to get to health again before they continued to the west coast. There were some less important things like Pompey's Pillar and Yellowstone, but the single most important thing that happened in this entire expedition, if you take one thing away from this video, it's that Lewis got shot in the butt. Thank you, that's it.
So here I am, post-production, and I have gone through and I'm editing this video. I apologize in advance for the clip you are about to watch because a certain someone decided not to check what the camera looked like before she started filming and didn't bother to check until after she started filming, and this was the result, and I cannot fix it. Sorry.
Just kidding. No cap, this expedition helped to expand the knowledge of the U.S. at the time. Upon returning to Washington, D.C., Lewis and Clark immediately sat down with Jefferson to share their findings. The maps made during the expedition were used for the next 30 years and allowed more settlers to explore the Northwest and the mid-U.S. The 8,000 miles covered during the expedition were beneficial for the Americans. They enjoyed prosperous fur trading businesses, though at the expense of the natives. The natives were promised safety and good outcomes, though they got smallpox epidemics and the destruction of their lives at the hands of the Americans. Additionally, going back to Sacagawea, she was a bit of a contentious figure. Many natives disliked her due to the fact that she was helping the Americans to help take over their land. All in all, the Americans gained at the natives' expense, but that's America, right? Of course, they didn't think back to, pay reparations, but where else have we seen that?